God bless. I'm the Reverend Schnorr, and I'm having trouble with my light tonight. You may be seated. Hey, we're going to start out as Movie Monday with a little word from the book here. Long ago and oh, so far away. All right, let's see what the Lord has to say here. Bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. I want you to think about that. What other choice you really got? So, we're going to pick up where we left off a few weeks ago in a Movie Monday. We did Blazing Saddles, and then the world erupted in things that haven't really been settled since before Blazing Saddles. So we're going to find out what we have in store for Crisis 2020 after we do this movie that hopefully you guys will all like. But first, let's check in with Brother Carlito and see what he's got on tap for the Reverend tonight.
Oh, Reverend.
Hello.
How are you? Are you done with your opening prayer?
I am.
Well, what I have on tap tonight is I'm going to drink a little bit of a Bud Light that I have started, and I may finish it with an old style.
Nice. Save the good stuff for last. I like it.
Now, I found you a video.
Okay.
First off, make everybody hit the share button. We need to conquer.
Hit the share button.
Where was I? Oh.
Yeah, I found a video I have not seen yet.
Now, I know this was trending with our show for a while. Let me just review.
Okay.
Tim. Oh, shit!
It hurts every time I look at it.
Now, you may say, why didn't the guy use the ladder? His friends dared him. He might be a little overweight, and they're trying to make a joke about him. But
what the hell kind of truck is that, and how does it sustain under all that weight? Can I get one?
Can the pool side hold up against that type of force?
Right?
Maybe it could be a pool commercial that we don't know about.
Yeah.
But I seem to see a trend in these above-ground pool antics.
Okay.
All right. This doesn't have to do with a truck.
All right. Let's see.
Let's just get right to it.
You already scraped your knee up.
What the hell was he thinking? That is probably the best possible outcome he could have had. Any shorter or longer, he'd been paralyzed.
Did you notice the dog? Like, what the fuck did you do?
I was like, I got to find a new home. This owner's too stupid to own me.
So do you see the trend?
Tim. Oh, shit!
You already scraped your knee up.
I love the scream.
Yeah, the trend is, does anyone with an above ground pool have half a brain, or you got to just not have anything to jump off of nearby?
If you're sitting at a bar, if you're sitting at a backyard BBQ, right?
Yeah.
And you've been to many.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever just sit back and look at an above ground pool and look at a pickup truck next to the above ground pool, or look at a shed or a house next to the above ground pool and go, I think I can make it? Because I sure the hell haven't.
I actually have, but I never tried it. But I have sat there and thought, I wonder, it doesn't seem that far or that high. But I'm lazy, so I just sit where I'm at and I don't do nothing.
Let me put it in your head one more time to just answer all those questions in your head.
You already scraped your knee up.
You know what? Hang on. I'm going to do a little detective work here. Notice the audio. What does she say?
He's already scraped his knee up.
So that means he might have attempted it already more than once.
He's done something stupid already. Maybe even that, and missed. I will tell you, I did scrape my knee up climbing on a garage roof on the 4th of July once, but it wasn't to jump in a pool. The guy across the alley from the party had a coop of pigeons up on the third floor of the back porch,
Okay.
and we had bottle rockets.
Oh.
But the only way to get a good angle was to climb up on the fence to get up on the roof and lay belly style so no one saw you and try to. I missed the pigeons all the time, and I woke up with skinned knees on the Lawrence Avenue bus going eastbound instead of west. I also christened Western Avenue with my puke. That was a long time ago and oh so far away.
So that's my video of the day. And the
I love it.
congregation seems to agree.
I love that video.
I mean, that's right up there with the strap around your crotch to paint a wall.
Yeah, it hurts when I see that. I'm like, oh, ow! It just
Guys who
looks
agree,
like he died.
guys who agreed to either fix the side of a building or paint a wall with the strap around their crotch attached to a crane are the same guys who jump off the roofs of garages that the distance is way too far to make it in the pool and slam their nutsack and their head on the side of the pool.
I'd be pissed too if there's my pool because it's like, dude,
Those are the same guys that agree to stick their their head in a horse's ass to see if the horse is pregnant.
right.
I see a
Speaking
trend
of
our
that, I
show.
think that leads us right into our movie Monday
Okay.
with this quote. Tell you what, I could get a good look at a T-bone by sticking my head up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it. Or, hey, I'll tell you what, you could get a good look at a butcher's ass by sticking your head up there, but wouldn't you rather take his word for it?
I wonder what movie that could be from.
I feel like ding, 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 ding. Tommy Boy.
Yes. Oh, Carrie.
Before I want to move on too quick, when I was a little kid, I used to jump out a second-story window and off the garage roof. Kids are brain damaged. Did you have a towel around your neck and try to fly like Superman?
Also, did you see this one?
Well, I suppose if you never missed, then there's nothing wrong with it. It's these guys who have a lack of aim, more or less, I guess.
Oh, God.
And Spurlock is right. You could jump off that garage into the pool, but it's not deep enough for diving.
Look at Nelson Toe.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nelson Toll. We were just talking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, we were just talking about that before we went on the air.
Yeah, we said we got there's a list of movies, and the Blues Brothers was on there. I got as a birthday present a Blues Brothers tour of Chicago on a bus. It is really cool. They took you down. We saw Ray's Music Exchange and all kinds of little places from the movie. Places I'd driven by 100 times myself and never realized it's from the movie. Where the Penguin is over on 18th Street and Canal over there. It's lots of. So we got to do up the Blues Brothers real good.
Yes. Maybe we should do the Blues. Are you ready for this? I might be able to make this happen.
What?
I know somebody.
Who you know?
Sometimes he watches the show,
Yeah.
and he happens to live in this building. There are two towers, and they overlook the Chicago River. And what if we do the show live on the balcony?
I love it. We could even, now, we're going to write this down. Nelson told you got us thinking. We could also go to a couple of the places that they were and film a little segment. Like, hi, we're standing on the bridge where they knocked the Nazis into the water in the park. Or, hey, we're standing where the building used to be that Penguin lived in. We could do that.
Yes, we could. Let's write that down.
Write that down. I lost my body.
That's gonna go right under Nice Bass, Rev Heads, and I tap that bass. It's gonna be Blues Brothers movie night.
Give us a little time because that's a bigger production than this. To prepare for this, I Googled Tommy Boy and then watched it again. And found out some really cool things you might not know about.
All right, lay it on me.
Shoot.
What?
There's a picture I forgot to upload.
Well, I can find it.
Can I upload it now?
Just tell me what it is.
I got it.
Uh-oh. This is going to go nowhere.
Now, it's not going to be fancy like the others are. Do, 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 do. Don't you remember? You
Oh,
called
don't
me
hit that
up.
button. Okay.
Are you still surprised I might jump off a roof into a pool?
Yes. Unfortunately, this would look more like you.
Tim. What, you got like
Deeply. Oh,
After this quarantine, absolutely. It's the after. Fat man in a little bikini.
Oh.
Ugh. So, Tommy Boy. Anyone here Tommy Boy fans in the congregation? Yeah, sideways.
Oh.
We gotta get down to Texas.
Yeah. All right, so lay it on me. What was the Tommy Boy comment again?
Yeah, Tommy Boy. Anyone like Tommy Boy? Here, we'll give you a little something here.
Oh.
There it is. How come I can't get us in there with it?
Get what?
How do we get me and you next to it?
You can't on this one.
Oh, never mind then. Here's Tommy Boy. Chris Farley, David Spade, 1995. Hey, where'd you go? How'd you do that? I did that. Sorry, I've been hitting buttons.
Yeah, that's a,
Listen. Oh, go ahead.
no. I said it doesn't. You can't believe how long ago it is.
Right, it's 25 years ago. It's crazy.
You know what I like looking at? The old cars, and that's how you could tell a movie. For me, at least.
Yeah, I like the old cars. I like the way Chris Farley dressed because that's pretty much how I still dress and always have. Just a T-shirt, one of them cargo shorts, or flannel shirt, one of them nylon jackets. It's what it's all about. That's style, man.
Oh wait.
Yeah, who's your favorite Little Rascal? Oh, Lydia, do yourself a favor. It's one of those. It's like it's a Saturday Night Live Lorne Michaels movie. So the plot isn't really all that deep, but the gags are funny. And if you like Chris Farley and David Spade, their chemistry's never been better than this movie here. They did get into a fight on set one day because David Spade and Rob Lowe went out drinking one night and they didn't invite Chris Farley, and he got mad at them and stepped on David Spade's hand with his foot, and David Spade stormed off the set. But they came back. They became good friends again. It was just like a little friendly spat that they had about drinking. Happens to the best of us. So here's the cast. Chris Farley, David Spade, Brian Dennehy, who just passed away, Bo Derek, Rob Lowe, Dan Aykroyd, Julie Watson.
Did you notice how much hair Dan Aykroyd had in that movie?
Look at all that hair.
I didn't even know you had that picture.
Right. We did not talk about the pictures. One of my favorite lines in the movie is Dan Aykroyd's. And I don't want to give away too much about the plot, but, oh, wrong, sorry. Nope. There we go. Nope. There we go. I'm driving tonight. So Rob Lowe gets crashed, and then these giant weights fall right on his crotch. And Dan Aykroyd's character says, Ted, send over a bottle of bubbly and a bucket of ice and a card. Have the card read, tough luck, get drunk on me, use the bucket to ice down your marbles. The way he delivers it is perfect. Very funny. What are you guys like?
I've had a rough night with his vodka there, Nelson.
It comes in a...
It's Skull vodka, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it. Is it good?
Yes. I don't remember, but it was good.
It must be good if you don't remember.
I remember still the day Chris Farley died.
You do?
Lived in the John Hancock, and I believe I was listening to Mancow in the morning, and it hit the news waves.
Do you want to hear my story?
Go ahead. I got all the time in the world.
We had a mutual friend who lived in Hancock too, remember?
Yes.
So the day before, two of the guys we work with who were on TV a lot, this was before I was on this show, on TV, but I was hanging around there a lot. These two guys were going on the Kevin Matthews show. And I was a big Kev head. That's what they call him, Rev head, Kev head. I was a big Kevin Matthews fan. I said, hey, can I tag along and go and try to meet Kevin
tell
Matthews?
people from out of state, Kevin Matthews was a
Kevin
radio
Matthews.
show.
He's a radio guy and did funny voices and improvised stuff. He was a very funny guy. And he had a radio show that emanated from the John Hancock building. And Hancock is half business, half residential. Chris Farley lived in there and other people. So I'm there with Todd and the other guy, and we pull up to the Hancock, and there's an ambulance out front. We all three looked at each other and said, I hope that's not the guy we know, right? Because he's an older fella. So anyhow, we go up to Kevin Matthews' office, and they sit us down. And I was just supposed to be tagging along. I wasn't on the show or anything yet. But they gave me a name tag. They ushered all three of us in. And now this Kevin Matthews is usually a gregarious, real kind of funny, friendly guy. And he kind of is grumpy that day, just not all with it. He said hi and everything, but he just seemed like he was down in the dumps. We didn't understand why he was like that. Well, it turned out he was friends with Chris Farley, and they had heard the word had gotten to him that Chris Farley was found dead that morning. So I was actually in the Hancock.
No kidding.
Saw the ambulance there the day that he died.
Wow.
Sad, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
But I did make Kevin Matthews smile.
And what did you say?
He had a character he did called Jimmy Shorts. And I said something smart alecky about Jimmy Shorts, and he didn't laugh on the air, but he smiled at me. And I wish I could remember what I said, but it got through to him. You know, I just bad way to end the story, but
at least you got to meet Kevin Matthews.
I did.
Now about this movie.
So Tommy Boy,
Yes.
it was their first big blockbuster for David Spade and Chris Farley, and there's some great quotes in it. One is you're talking about guarantees on the box of the brakes. Like, I buy from this guy because this guy puts a guarantee right here, and I like that. And Tommy Boy replies, if you want me to take a dump in a box and mark it guaranteed, I will. I got spare time.
That was the old manager of the parts company, right?
Yes. One of his customers, he wanted to buy a different kind. It was the final film written by Terry and Bonnie Turner, who'd previously worked on Wayne's World, Coneheads, the Brady Bunch movie, and then they left making movies for TV, and they created Third Rock from the Sun and that 70s show.
Were they married?
Yes, they were married. But I don't know how much they wrote, because then after a little more research, found out that they didn't use a lot of the script, that Saturday Night Live writers would go in and change it constantly while they were filming. So every night they go back and rewrite what they're going to do tomorrow. And a lot of those writers didn't get screenwriting credit. Let's see. This is from Mike Myers. It says, Chris and David were a fantastic combination of ultimately innocent and ultimately jaded. They are the oil and vinegar of comedy. And then they go on to say, Tommy Boy is anchored by the duo's real-life friendship and dynamic. So there wasn't much of a script when they started shooting, and SNL writers Jim Downey and Fred Wolf worked hard with the director, constantly rewriting and every night during the frantic and sometimes chaotic production.
You know, Rev,
Well,
it's kind of like our show.
right. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
right before we go on the air, we're just tearing up the lead and the pencils.
Flame
I mean,
smoke
we
is
go on
coming
the air,
out.
it's like version 6.
Right, and no one can tell. It's smooth, flawless when we get
We
on.
go from the white paper to the blue paper to the pink copy, all the way to the green copy, and we start the show. We're back to the white.
Right, and no one can know the difference.
No, we fool everybody.
Did you know? Here's something.
All right.
David Spade did not want the hairdressers on set to touch his hair because he thought his character, being the way he was, it should be a little messed up all the time.
It's like your hair.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know what? I just watched a scene when
Yeah.
they're going through the engine parts, and Dan Aykroyd's telling him, "Hey, kid, I'm just buying your dad's company. It's just the way it is." And he turns on the fan of the engine, and David Spade's hair blows back.
I love that scene. Richard,
Oh God, let's see. Yes, that is.
oh yeah, you gotta watch Wayne's World. Swing. There was about an 8-year span when I would just say swing all the time. It's like those guys who, like in 1986, were still doing the Richard Nixon "I am not a crook" thing. I was doing swing way later than I should have been swinging. Oh, here, I got a picture.
Another one?
I do. Look at this one. It's not going to cover up like it's supposed to because I screwed it up. But at the beginning, when Tommy checks the results of his test to see if he passes history class,
Okay.
there are some other students' names. For instance, Helen Keller was in his class.
No kidding. She got an F.
She failed. The other one, there's a girl named Debbie Little. But when you put it last name first, it's Little Debbie, like the brand to snacks.
Now, was that their favorite snacks?
I don't know. Here's what he looked like. I'm guessing he's not unfamiliar with them. That's a great scene there. He talks about what happens when you use the other guy's brakes.
I like the part when he's filling up David Spade's car with gas, and he backs up to get the pump closer and knocks the window off, knocks the door off. David Spade comes, opens up, the door falls off. Roll!
What'd you do? Roger Ebert hated this movie. He said there wasn't a funny moment in it. Nobody in it was funny or likable except Rob Lowe, who, for me, Rob Lowe is the least likable, least funny character in the whole thing. So I don't know what Roger Ebert was watching.
Sometimes you just got to have an old style. Make some love to a plant and watch the movie.
And then there's always this.
Swing!
39 years old when she made the movie.
Mod
Or at least
on.
when the movie came out. So maybe she was 38 when she made it. I don't know.
I know what my pea shot's going to tonight. Hi.
Yeah, not bad looking.
Not at all.
Bo Derek. And then I don't know what happened to this actress. She was really cute and pretty. She was in Doc Hollywood with Michael J. Fox.
Oh, she was in the sailboat. That's right.
Yes. Yes. You better hope I know where you live and I know where you sleep. And I'll do things to you to make your mother's scared or something like that.
Go
She yelled.
Go back to the test results picture.
Yeah. Well, in her defense, she never heard her alarm clock go off, so she probably didn't make it to class very often.
Nah, not at all. Let's see.
Besides, she was always looking for her dog. That's an old joke. You'd run away too if your name was. Who the hell is a Helen Keller?
No.
Oh, Bo Derek?
Yeah.
That's Bo Derek. That's Bo Derek. It's Julie Watson. She was in Doc Hollywood and a few other movies, and I haven't really seen her since the 90s.
There you go, Reverend. There's someone who makes a good point.
Yes, Roger, I agree. Usually, he wasn't as bad as the other goof, the mope. What's his name? Siskel. But, yeah, I didn't really agree with either one of them very often. So, the fat guy in a little coat part. Everybody likes that, right? Everyone talks about fat guy in a little coat. You know where that come from? Real life. So, David Spade and Chris Farley, when they worked on Saturday Night Live, shared an office. They were like roommates. And Chris Farley would walk in and go, David, turn around. And Spade would say, if this is a fat guy in a little coat thing again, I'm not turning around. It's not funny. It's old. It's tired. Stop it. And Farley would say, no, Davey, I got a whole new thing I'm doing. And Spade would turn around, and it would be Chris Farley in his Levi's little denim jacket. And he'd say, fat guy in a little coat. Don't give up on it, Davey. And just, that's where they got it from. Real life, Chris Farley would put on David Spade's jacket and sing that song to him at work. Could you imagine going to work and sharing an office with Chris Farley? You get anything done?
It's a lot like you and I.
Kind of, yeah. Remember the party we threw in our office on the last day?
I have that video.
Oh, we should show that video.
We don't
No one
have-
has the rights to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
you're
didn't
right.
say we could have it.
That's true.
I mean, the people in the video.
That's true. We'd have
That's
to
all
blur
we-
out a lot of faces.
That would be everybody except you and I.
Maybe Urlacher.
Yeah. Or Jim Peterick.
Yes. Star-studded party in our office last
In
day.
our office. And somebody, I won't mention any names, but he's retired right now, came to our office, and him and his entourage drank all our beer that we had on ice.
Right.
And then he opened up his wallet and he laid out the green.
Next thing you know, a party on.
And the party was better than ever.
We even had a velvet rope, remember?
That's right. And that person now has one of those yellow jackets, right?
Yes, he does.
So the
And a full head of
person
hair.
that drank all of our alcohol before the party started
Yes, he does have a yellow jacket,
retired from a sport,
right?
and he has a yellow jacket. That's all I'm going to say.
He does. And how about I walked in, I was in the first show. I wasn't in the second show. I think. Or vice
Yes,
versa.
he did. He made it rain.
I was in one of the two. So I walk in and Eddie, our buddy, Eddie the tape guy, hands me a red Solo cup. Imagine you walk into work. It's what, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, and one of your coworkers hands you one of these, and it's electric lemonade. And it was over. We were all completely drunk. Well, I don't want to say all. I was, and some of my compadres were. But I don't want to say everyone, because some guys still have jobs.
He wasn't a fat guy in a yellow coat, Hirsch. He'd kick
Yeah.
all of our asses.
He was you might see him on a billboard 85 times as you're driving down to Jane Addams.
Oh, God.
So Tommy Boy does not seem to have been as fun as Blazing Saddles.
You know what? It's a good movie.
Yeah, but I didn't. You put together Blazing Saddles, and it was funny, and I put together this,
I
and
didn't do anything for Blazing Saddles. It was all you. Don't knock yourself down. Pick yourself up, son.
Here's what I gave you guys today. All right.
Okay.
When you say that wasn't a great show,
That was a good show. That was even better.
so it wasn't for nothing.
No.
It
Can we
wasn't
do that
worth
again?
it. I'll do it in
Yeah.
reverse.
Okay. And how old was she?
39.
39 years young.
Mm-hmm. She's now in her 60s.
No kidding.
You
Not,
know what
you
she
got a
looks
picture
like?
of her now?
I don't. I should have gotten. If I were a producer, I would have come up with a now picture of her.
You just talk about nonsense for a second.
Okay, so here's what Bo Derek looks like now. No, she doesn't look like that. Or that. So I'm supposed to talk about nonsense. Let me see what else I got here in Tommy Boy stuff. Anybody got a favorite? Oh, this one I think is perfect for nowadays. This is Dan Aykroyd says this line. He says, "What the American public doesn't know is what makes them the American public." Tell me that's not fitting every goddamn day. It's never going to go out of style. Oh, how can I forget this? Don't come back yet. This is my all-time favorite line in a movie.
All right.
So, Chris Farley, Tommy Boy, is giving a speech to the town of Sandusky, Ohio, which is, it wasn't filmed in Sandusky, it was filmed in Canada, but I've been to Sandusky. It's more depressing than the movie shows. So he's talking about how the town people are like family and how they're all close and they're tied together. And he says, ever since I was a kid, you people have been like family to me. Lewis, we built our first fort together. And Danny, remember we used to burn ants with the magnifying glass? RT, I lost my virginity to your daughter, for crying out loud. Rob, you were there. Just the Rob, you were there. It takes what was kind of an obvious joke and makes it brilliant, I think. More or less. You still need me to stretch, Armstrong? Oh, look at that. She's like 60. She was born in 56, so she's 64-ish. Not bad at all.
There you go, Rev.
I put her in the Vanna White, Christy Brinkley category.
You have categories?
I do. It goes by age. They're in the 60 and above crowd. It's those three and Linda Carter, and pretty much that's it.
Oh, for the love of
Oh.
humanity. Bees.
And Margaret, too. Just to be where the king was. Bees. Oh, yeah, bees. Your weapons have no effect on them.
The deer's a good one, too.
Yes, there's a great scene with the deer.
What does he say? We took so much time loading up the deer.
It's all alive.
Hey, aren't you the fat guy who tried robbing the bank?
May I have your attention? They just throw their guns at him.
You know, he was a lot like Eddie Cohen in that movie.
He was a lot like Eddie Cohen. He says holy shnikes a lot, and that comes from real life because he comes from a big Catholic family, and his parents wouldn't allow him to swear when he was a kid. So he made up holy shnikes and son of a, and he stops. You know, he doesn't actually finish.
What's our peace shot for, Rev? Chris Farley?
Yeah, let's do a peace shot for Chris Farley. Gone too soon. I got vodka tonight. I don't have
I got a
Malort.
little Jameson.
Oh, fuck. Where'd you get JMO?
Oh, the store.
Oh,
This goes down a little smoother, but I can't promise the Corona's not going to hit me.
I got you. God bless to Chris Farley. Slancha.
Notice there's not a big cough at the end of
No, JMO cures coughs.
Correct.
That is what I, anytime I feel the flu coming on or something,
A little shot of whiskey?
hot water, lemon juice, honey, and a lot of whiskey.
Yes. of
Preferably
course.
JMO.
So, Rev,
Yeah.
we have 20% off the men's collection at Nick and Bella for the show. You don't need to get a promo code. It's just up there. You go to the men's collection on Nick and Bella for Father's Day. And I happen to not know where mine are currently. Let's see. I don't know where mine are right now. But anyways,
Didn't bring mine either.
Nick and Bella. For all the ladies out there tonight, there's a, let's see. Let's see if I could do this. No, I better not. But anyway, head on over to Nick and Bella. Good deals right now on the men's collection for Father's Day. It is the style to rock your wrists. I got to work on that. But if you don't want to rock your wrists and you want to rock your pole,
They come in smaller sizes?
all depends on how you work it. You could always head over to Maroon Fishing Company and get your shirt. That's what I was trying to get at. You know, you like to rock your pole and shake your wrists.
Gotcha. You want
Whatever it takes. If you want a nice bass or a real
to
soft
jerk your
t-shirt,
rod?
head on over to maroonfishingcompany.com, the only company that sponsors us other than Nick and Bella. The money is just coming in like crazy. That's why, thanks to your dimes and nickels, we're here to do this every day for you.
We should do a telethon.
Phew.
24 hours. We get some people to acrobat and some jugglers and some singers, and we just do a 24-hour telethon until we get all the money.
We could
Hey,
do.
Baden, your order
We
will be
could
ready.
blow up the pool and put the oil in it and have the wrestling.
Yes. Midget bowling.
They were toilet paper bowling.
I saw that. If we can't get any midgets, we could probably find. I don't know. Nowadays, midgets are easier to find than toilet paper.
Funny you should ask. Right there. Marooned Fishing Company. There you go. I try not to put it on because you got to set it up back like that. You got to have that little surfboard look there. A little Dutch to the side. Total Cali style right there.
I lost mine. I had one too.
Oh, here, you want mine?
It's not going to work. Nah, you hang on to it.
Okay.
Next time. I have control. I could make you full screen, get myself a drink, and come back.
Isn't it every night's a drink-a-thon?
I don't stop when we're over, so I think it is. You guys actually stop drinking when we end this? This gets me started.
Yeah, Rev, you stay up pretty late.
Yeah,
You know, those empty bottles on your bar just didn't get up there on their own.
that's right. I put a lot of work into this place. You should see. I don't want to show you everything, but I got boxes of empties just right off camera here, building up and building up.
We are gonna try working out our first remote coming up soon, though.
Right, we're going to test out the first one close to home so that we can venture out to visit our friends in Pana and Carrie Baden down in Texas, and eventually we're going to show up on your front door, Lydia, there in Ireland. We're not even going to know what time it is. You're just going to knock, and it's Reverend Carlito.
We're gonna bring balloons and a big check like the other place that nobody wins.
Right, but our check is going to bounce.
It's like a slip and slide.
Is it already last? Oh, my God. Is it really 40 minutes of me rambling on about Tommy Boy, huh?
Yes.
All right, I'll
Rev,
pick a better movie next time.
I gotta go. I'm out. Look at this. 2 tonight.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I like that sound. Not as good as but it's good. Well, thanks for all your help, brother Carlito.
I think you missed out. If you got blood work in the morning, I think you have to fast. You already screwed up, so just keep going and pick another day.
I done that before, and I ended up having to go back because if you don't stop by midnight, your blood pressure is going to be higher in the morning than it normally is. I know from experience.
And experiences, you got to drink a lot of water tonight because you got to make those veins nice and healthy and hydrate yourself. Otherwise, they're poking forever.
Right. I went and it was like everything was through the roof. They all got worried. Like, come back in 6 weeks. And then that night I just didn't drink. And it was like everything crashed, like back to normal, healthy as a horse. It's like, yeah, I've been working at it. I didn't change a goddamn thing.
Rev,
Yeah.
take us home.
All right. God bless. I probably shouldn't have said that you live in Texas, Carrie. Sorry about that. But now you've confirmed it. So, hey, everybody, thanks for watching. These will get better. I know I've been saying that for 65 shows, but they're going to get better. When Brother Carlito plans them there, you can tell the difference than when I do it. So I plan this one, and we'll do better tomorrow. In the meantime, hey, don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? That is my other favorite part of that movie. When they couldn't agree on any songs on the radio, and then they come on the Carpenters, and no one wants to admit they like it, and then they end up belting it out and crying. All right, well, Lydia is ahead of me, so we're going to get there. We need some silliness in our lives, so be silly, have fun, stay negative, think positive. You have one for me, because I'm going to have one for each one of you. But in the meantime, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
You already scraped your knee up.